Hi everybody, this is Tina with Two Chicks and a Cricut, and this is the start of our Cricut Light series, and this is going to be so much fun. We're going to do some projects and some scrapbook pages and maybe some cards. So this is all the stuff I'm going to use right here, and yes, I need a soda can. This isn't just what I'm drinking while I'm filming. This is what we're going to do. We're going to make an invitation for a barbecue using this Cricut Light cartridge. It's the Block Party cartridge. So that's what we're going to be using, and just some other random stuff, and we will get started, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, so I really love these light cartridges, and in my opinion, a lot of these light cartridges are more like the solution cartridges in the fact that they're kind of more for specialty items. And saying that, I have to say that I do not like the price or the box they come in, quite frankly. Walmart sells these for $40, and they're not a full cartridge. So when you get your light cartridge, you're just getting basic features with like basic layering. So you just have 4 buttons that you really use. But I love the way the this little handout, how it comes and how it tells you how to layer. I oftentimes have a hard time layering my solution cartridges, so I love that this kind of just lays it out for you. So we're going to be using Block Party, and I have about 8 light cartridges. They just came out with new light cartridges that I really like, and hopefully we'll get some of them. But I've gotten some for gifts, and then my Walmart just had them on sale for $29, and so I did get a couple then. So we're going to use Block Party, and this is the first light cartridge I got, and I thought it was really great for summertime. It's kind of more of a cartoony type cartridge, but I really like it. We do a lot of stuff in the summertime, and so I really liked it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an invitation using this soda can. And you're going to start with a strip of paper, and this is 4 1/2. Now I'm going to add a strip to the very top, and it's going to make it a little bit larger. If you wanted it to come up a little bit higher, you would want to make it 4 3/4. So this is a 4 1/2 inch strip. And then I'm going to trim it down so it just overlaps a tiny bit. And I'm just measuring, you know, probably all soda cans, I don't know, maybe they're all different. I'd hate to just give one measurement for it. You might want to just fold your paper around your soda can and kind of fold it, and then just give it a trim. Have your paper, and this is what I love about having a Cricut. Your Cricut can be used for so many more things than just scrapbook pages. So what I'm going to do is I have this piece of patterned paper. I'm going to use my ATG gun, and I'm going to put a lot of tape. And that ATG gun will hold it on there really well. So far we have that. So then I just had this spare piece of scrapbook paper that I had kept, and this happens to say 4th of July, this little strip. So again, I'm just going to trim this. So now I'm going to add this, and this is just like preference. Like, I kind of want it to go up a little bit more on the can, but not so high. So I'm just going to add some ATG gun adhesive really well on there. And I'm going to start where my seam is. Okay, so here's my seam. And I'm going to start right there so that when it overlaps it, it will overlap it at the same place. And so there is our can, and it's covered. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I've already cut a bunch of stuff out on my Cricut just to save time. I'm going to layer stuff on the tape for you guys. These videos might be a little bit longer than what you're used to me doing, because I really want to give you an idea of these light cartridges, and I really want to give you guys an idea of some different things you can do with your Cricut. So this, let's layer first. So this is the hamburger from the light cartridge, and as you can see, I've cut all my pieces. Let's see, let's move up so you guys can see. So I've cut all my pieces, and I Cuddlebugged some pieces, and these are super simple to layer. And the little book will give you an idea if you're unsure. I had to double check my hamburger to see the layering on it, but you can see it just tells you exactly how to cut and how to layer it. So I have my base piece right here, and then it does your bun first, the top part. So this is just some paper I picked, nothing fancy, just some scraps. 4 cuts on my Cricut, and that was it. And this particular cartridge leaves a little bit of an outline on your item. So then the next piece is the lettuce, and it's meant to be tucked sort of up under that bun. And I Cuddlebugged it using my Swiss Dots folder, my favorite Cuttlebug folder. And that's the great thing about your Cricut, and why I love it so much, is you just start with these small embellishments, and then you add to it however you want. You don't have to Cuttlebug it if you don't want to, or you could Cuttlebug it in swirls or whatever it is. You just want to do whatever it is, whatever your heart desires to these. So then I'm going to add the bottom part of my bun. I'm just using some quick dry adhesive. I'm adding that to the bottom, and then there's a little tomato slice that fits right nicely on there, and that is what gives you your hamburger. And we're going to be using that for a separate part of our invitation. So there's our hamburger, and we're going to set it aside. Came out really cute. So we'll just set this aside. And then this piece right here, this piece is a scalloped circle. Let's get out of the light a little bit so you can see. And it came from the Sugar and Spice Cricut light cartridge. Everything that I'm using on these projects, I'm going to try to make it completely light cartridge inspired. So I cut this out at 6 inches, and then I just used my Creative Memories. I have this circle system you might be familiar with, and I just used it to cut a circle. So I cut this circle. It does have a layer. If you wanted, you could cut the scallop, and then it has just a plain circle layer. I just didn't want to change the paper. So I cut a white piece of paper, and then I just inked my edges like you guys always see me do. And then I stamped "You're Invited." And we're gonna put that down on the scalloped circle. It almost looks like a flower. Huh. I just realized. So what I did is I wanted to show you guys my acrylic block. What I did is I had this clear stamp, and I used a block. And what I did, it's kind of hard to see because I just have my small camera set up, but I kind of curved my clear stamp so it was kind of at a curve, and then I just stamped it right on the top there. So you can see it just kind of came out curved. Sorry about the lighting, it's dark in here tonight. I'm doing this in the evening. And then I did some faux stitching around the edges, and then I inked it. So then I also, from my Block Party cartridge, I also cut out this barbecue, and this barbecue is cut out at 2 inches. So I wanted to mention, this was cut out from Sugar and Spice. This scallop circle was cut out at 6 inches, and this barbecue was cut out at 2 inches. So remember, all your cartridges are going to have a different height to them. So I cuddle bugged my barbecue letters with my Swiss dots. I just did that when I did my piece of lettuce. And I'm going to put that on there just like that. Okay, so I'm just going to use a little bit of quick dry adhesive. I'm using the quick dry adhesive so that it will stick really well. And then I'm going to put that on there kind of up at the top where it says you're invited. And then I'm going to use my paper piercer. This is just a little paper piercer. It's a Making Memories paper piercer. And I just got it at Michael's for like $2, under $2. So I'm going to put that right on my can. And I just kind of rolled it to get that adhesive to stick. And I can kind of see my bees coming up a little bit, so I'm just going to add some quick dry adhesive, go back and add some where I didn't get it all. Zip dry glue would probably be good as well. That's a pretty aggressive adhesive. So it says you're invited, and then it has barbecue, but you're probably wondering like where you would put your information. So you could do one of two things. I have printed out on my computer just the information to this barbecue. And here's my hamburger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to put my information on the back of this hamburger. I was going to corner round my thing, but my corner rounder is gone. So I'm just going to ink the edges. And I'm going to just add some color to my... So see how I did? I just added some color to that white piece of paper just to give it interest. I'm going to use my ATG gun. And I'm going to stick that right on my hamburger. So now the information is all there. So the next thing I'm going to do is paper pierce a little hole. You could use a hole punch if you wanted. And I just have this twine. Okay, so I have this twine, and I just poked a hole in there and ran the twine through. I'm going to give it just a knot to keep it sturdy, and then I'll probably double knot it just so it doesn't come out or get lost. And then what I'm going to do is, here's my top right here. And what I'm going to do is take my twine grab it, pull it through the tab, and then I'm gonna tie it and then I'll clip my twine. So your invite looks like this. Let's go up here. So your invite is going to look like this. Here's your can with your "You're invited," and then they can see their information for that get together is right on the back, and you could put whatever you needed to put, you could put on the back of that. And you could use stickles to stickle it up, or anything else you wanted. So that's our project for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And next week we're going to be looking at B is for Boy and the Sugar and Spice Cricut Light cartridge. I have all my cartridges sitting right there and some projects on top. And we're going to be covering this cute chipboard album and making something really cute with those cartridges. So thanks guys for stopping by the blog, and we'll see you next week.